Okay.
Yeah. No, I think
Okay.
that'd be great. That'd be a
And then
great
I'll tell you what
topic.
I did for my break.
Absolutely. Yeah, everybody. That's Fitness Social tonight. That's at 6 p.m.
I'll put it down for you.
California time. It looks like we're rocking and rolling over here. Yeah, I think we are. Oh, let me make sure this is not jumping up and jumping at me here. Let me go ahead and two screens now. So I got my one computer right here, and then I got another computer right there. And that gives me a little more space here in my workspace, and I did that not just so I could actually maybe work out a little bit more with you all here.
There, John, I'll put it for you.
Perfect. But I also did it because I was noticing that my screen, my computer screen that I was using, that I was sitting too close to it. And so everybody here right now is looking at a screen. And one of the things you might notice, again, if that is too close to your eyes, is yeah, feeling like your eyes might be feeling tired, maybe having like strain and like kind of pain in the back of your neck. Remember, because our heads get kind of drawn in. And so there's something out there. You can look it up. I don't have it off the top right here, but they have recommendations on depending on how big your screen is. There's recommendations on how far away you should be from it. So imagine if you're watching, like, say, a TV and it's a small TV, it might be okay to sit a little bit closer to it, but not super close. But then if you had like a great big TV, you wouldn't want to be super close to that. You would want to be far away. And that goes with everything from your phone to tablets to, in my case, it was my computer. And I've been in this new home for a little while. I've had this new kind of office setup for just a little bit. And I realized that I think my screen is too close. And I already instantly, when I opened up my space, it felt better. And for me, I feel like this is going to help me in a lot of ways without having a screen it was right about here. That's not far at all. And now I can't even touch it. So that to me is maybe a good indicator. If the screen you're looking at, if it's too close to touch, it might be too close, which is a bummer when you have the keyboards. But let's keep thinking about that screen time, everybody, because we're on it. Let's drink some water. We got to get on that. Let's get on some breathing here in a second. Um, but yes, the screens can be our friends, but the screens can also set us up for some not good times. A lot of people are on the screens a lot more than they ever were before. They're playing less. People aren't having as much fun as they used to because they're getting fun now from just watching watching the screen. Let's go ahead and think about something different. Let's go ahead and put our mind on our breathing. Let's think about our breath. Let's think about inhaling and exhaling. And check this out. I got this shirt from a buddy of mine, Austin, at Waves for All. And on the back, let me show you on the back right here if it'll show it. Um, see the back of the shirt? I think so. Oh, it's a there we go, maybe. I don't know, it's kind of twisted. It says spellers in unison, and it talks about what does it say at the bottom? Talks about together we soar. And remember, I work with a lot of folks, whether it's apraxia or whatever it may be, have difficulties communicating. And so a lot of my friends, they communicate through spelling. It's pretty awesome. Let's get ready. Breathing motto, everybody. All right. In five, four, three, two, one. Breathe in the good. Breathe out the bad. Breathe in the happy. And breathe out the sad. Breathe in your best. And breathe out the worst. And breathe in your power. So you reach your goals first. Oh my gosh, everybody. Does anybody have goals still for 2024? I'll tell you what, 3 weeks. 3 weeks is what you got, and you got to do it during the holidays. So if you have goals, you might have them. You got to think to yourself, I got 3 weeks. How can I get these done? If you're in San Diego and you have like an outdoor goal, maybe you want to go somewhere, see something, go for it. It's like summertime here in San Diego, so don't worry about cold weather. During the day, it's awesome out there. and there's a lot that can be seen and done. There's a lot of lights and stuff going up. There's going to be parades and stuff going on. So let's get out there. Let's get out to those parades. Let's get out to those events. Let's get out in the community and maybe even make some new friends. I don't know. Teach them the breathing model. I don't know. Everybody today, let's go ahead and do I was thinking something a little different just for our warm up. And what I want, and we've done this before, but it'll still be different from the routine, is we're going to move from top to bottom down through our body, through our head and neck, our shoulders, our core, our arms, and then even our legs. And we might have Nick help us out with demonstrating some of the leg exercises. But what we're going to look at doing is just moving our body in the positions we know of, the three directions that we always keep in mind, moving our body in those directions, but then just going head to toe and then going back up to the head, moving in the different direction, going back up again and moving in a different direction. So let's start off with the classic just up and down motion. So with up and down in our head and neck, we already kind of know where that one's going to be. That's just going to be our head. You know, I don't want to call it a chin tuck, even though that's what you're doing. But let's bring it up and then up and down. So we're just going to go up and down right here in the head and neck. And we're actually going to do two for the up and down in this situation. So going up and down, let's do maybe two more. We may do 5 or 10 of each one of these. Up and down. Nice. Carla's got the kettlebell. Oh, I got something to show you. All right, let's go ahead and do an ear lift. This is also kind of an up and down, where if you think one side's going up and then we come back into the middle, and then we go up on that other side, and then again back into the middle, going up again, just gentle. Nice and gentle, getting that ear pulled up, going over this way. So this also could kind of be an up and down. This could also be a little bit of a side to side. But remember, when we're doing the ear lift, we're thinking up. We're not thinking sideways. If we were thinking sideways, it would be the head tilt, but we're not doing that one. All right, if we're going into our shoulders up and down, easy peasy. Lemon squeezy, right? That's what they say. And check it out, everybody. Lemons. I'm a horrible weather person. I'm on the green screen. It's backwards, and I just don't know where things are. Keep it going up and down. We got the shoulders going up and down. So the head went up and down. Now the shoulders are going up and down. I wonder if you can guess what will go up and down next. What do you think I'm going to say? You know what it's going to be? I know you're thinking it, but I don't know. I do know. I know what I'm going to say. Get ready. We got shoulders. Go two more on the shoulders going up and down. This is really the trapezius lifting up and down. And now let's go with elbows. So elbows up and down. If you thought I was going to say deltoids, well, you were right in a way. We're using our deltoids right here. But when we think about lifting the elbow, that's actually kind of a nice way to think about up and down with the deltoid. If you think about up, and let's hold it up, that deltoid right here is shortening up. It's shortening up, and that shortening is lifting up on our humerus. When we go down, that deltoid is getting longer and elongating. It's keeping the arms from just falling down. So let's do 10 more of those. Remember, your muscles are going to hold you together. That's why they're important. They're so important. They not only hold you together, but they keep you from moving at speeds that are dangerous, and they allow you to move at speeds and with pressure and force that allows you to do all kinds of things. Like without the muscles, oh my gosh. All right, so we got our shoulders, got them in action with the trapezius. We got our deltoids kind of in action with the elbow. Now, if I want to think about another way I could do up and down with my arm, I got a couple. And let's go ahead and do 2 at a time. Oh, Nick, you're close, but I'll tell you what, we'll do that after this one. Nick's got a good one. I like what he's doing there. So let's go with the overhead reach. That's one up. Then we're going to go behind our neck. That's a down. Then we're going to go back up over our head. That's an up. And then we're going to bring it right back down in front. So let's go 5 on each side, but we're going to go up, down, up, and then bringing it down. Nice. 1, you can do this on a 4 count, 3, and 4. You can do it on ABC. You go A, B, C, D. You could call it what it is. You could say a lift up, tricep extension, going up, and then bringing the overhead press down. And we got one more on this side. That feels like 5. Nice. Let's switch it up over to the other side. So bring that arm up, lock it in. Use your armpit muscles to kind of bring it in. There you go. Nice. It's a little different than just holding it here. It's like the fitness hold. And we're going to go up, and we're going to bring it down, bringing it up, and then swoop right back into that spot right there. On my shirt, it's right where it says the crew. I like that. I get to be a part of my buddy Austin's crew. And I love it. I love when he comes out to the beach and goes surfing with us. He brings his whole family out to the beach. They make it kind of a beach day. We got one more. Here we go, going up, bringing it down, bringing it up, and then bringing it down. Great job, everybody. Really, really good stuff. All right, let's go ahead and have a sip of water. We had our head and neck going up and down. We had our shoulders going up and down. We got our arm kind of going up and down. And next up, we're going to go into our wrists. I did this, but then I realized wrist. And then we got what Nick showed too. So Nick was showing an up and down with the arms extended. I love it. I think it's a great up and down. So let's think about bringing our arms down if we have the room to our sides. And then let's bring them up all the way up as high as we can. So let's just do a nice slow kind of up and down, very slow jumping jack. If you can't do this right now, if it doesn't feel like you can get all the way up with both arms, try to go up as high as you can with both. Even if one doesn't get up as high as the other, that's just fine. Because again, what we're just thinking of is that feeling of up. And instead of bending the elbows a whole lot with this one, we're maybe not bending them, or we're bending them a little bit. Nice job. Nice job. There we go. Bringing it up, bringing it down. Let's go for two more of these. Nick, good call on up and down from the arms, and then one more of these. And now I'll tell you what, I'm feeling my trapezius and my deltoid muscles. They're fired up. They're fired up, everybody. My neck's fired up. My trapezius is fired up. My deltoids, even my tricep. I kind of feel back in here. My triceps getting fired up. Let's go into those wrists, up and down with the wrist. You know it. It's the up and down. You can go one up, one down like this. This is reciprocating. Remember, this one would be alternating. I could almost hide behind it. Like, let's see if I can get it. I'm trying to cover up my face, and then half my face, the other half. All right, it's kind of fun. All right, here we go. A couple more. I think somebody laughed. Did anybody? Nobody. Nobody liked my joke. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I like that one. I like that. I can feel that right away. Back of my wrist. And again, the bottom of my lower arm here. So let's go ahead and get into our core. If our core is going up and down, and we're just kind of focusing on up and down, let's think about, there's a few ways we can do that. One of the ways I want to think about up and down is I want to think about the abdominal squeeze. And I want to think about those muscles squeezing in, and as if they were up, and then squeezing down. And then don't just relax your abdominal squeeze, almost kind of push your belly out a little bit, just a little bit. You don't have to push it out far, but just feel how you can push out on your belly, on your stomach. I say belly, but it's actually, it's your core muscles. So what I want you to think about again is not just the squeeze in now, but a little bit of a out, and then we're going to squeeze in. And so I'm going to have my hands here. This means going out, me going in. You can see my whole body changes. I'm kind of pushing my belly out, and then I'm squeezing it in. Let's hold it. 3, 2, 1. Let's bring it back out. Bring my belly out. Belly squeeze again. Squeezing it in. Keeping it going. Here we go. Squeezing it out. Squeezing it in. Nice job. Here we go. Squeezing it out. Squeezing it in. Let's go for one more of these. So out. That's our up. In. There we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Nice. Now that even though we use it as an out and in, that's also kind of a squeeze all the way around our core. So it's not just like one area squeezing in. Your whole core is squeezing tight around your body. And remember, what does it care? I don't have a pin anywhere. Here we go. What is it trying to do? Remember, it's trying to hold your body in as safe a position it can do, and it's trying to hold you with posture. And so that way your muscles kind of have a relationship on, like, hey, I'll pull this much, you pull on that much, you relax a little bit, and that muscle, I don't want you doing anything unless you really, really have to. And your body's got all that figured out everywhere. You can adjust that to a degree, but what we want to do again is work on that communication, work on those movements in all the directions. And when we're working on our core, remember, our core is all around our body. It's not just what people call the six pack. Who's ever heard about having like 6-pack abs? That's on all the magazines, right? 6-pack abs. And 6-pack abs just mean that the muscles on your rectus abdominis, it's the very top kind of layer of muscle in your core, that you've exercised those to where they're not only strong and defined, but that you are also at a body fat percentage that's probably under like 8%, 10%, but 8%. You really start seeing abs when your body fat percentage gets low. Most folks have a body fat percentage in the 20s to 30s. And some folks have body fat percentages that are over even 30%. Some folks have body fat percentages that are under even like 8 to 7%. That's very, very lean. So that's something to always think about too with your core, and you're thinking about your muscles. And a lot of folks, they think about body fat and their core and that relationship. But there's a lot going on in there, and it's all very important to your body. Let's drink some water. Let's get our core moving forward and back again. I like it. Nick's typing in a question. Our next forward and back is going to be just a forward lean forward, and then a backward kind of looking up, opening up our chest kind of up to the sky. And then we're just going down. So we're going down through our hips, and we're going down through some of the muscles in our back. Nice job. And opening up. We're not trying to round ourselves over as much as we're trying to lean from the hips as best we can. And then we're just going down. We're holding our body steady as we go down. We don't want to fall smack down on our nose. And so what do we have to do? We fire up muscles. Right now, I'm leaning forward. You can tell. All you can see is the greatest team in the history of baseball hat going. And you can't see my face because I'm leaning down. I'm at an angle. So that means my muscles have fired up. They're fired up back here to keep me from just dropping all the way down. And then I'm going to use them to pull me back up. Let's go for 2 more here. So I'm going to go down. I'm not using my hands, but if I wanted to, I could. I could put my hands on my quadriceps, on my legs, or on my knees, and I could kind of help my body lower down and push up. And why? Why are the arms helping? How are they able to help at all? And I'm going to show you. Here we go. All right. Nice job. So when you're leaning your body forward and backward, so you're tipping and you're going up and down and up and down. If I were to push down here to try to make you go up, it would be tougher than if I were to push here to make you go up. And if you think about your arms, how they're connected to your shoulders, that's at the top part of your body. So when you're using your hands to kind of push yourself up, you're actually pushing way up here at the top part of your body, and it's going to give you assistance for your hips, which are down here. And that's where our spine's coming up out of our hips. And we have a lot of options in that area of our body, but we want to train them and we want to know about them. The reason I tell everybody all about the body is because I know everybody here likes learning about their body. They likes learning about how their body works, how the muscles work, how this all works. Because when you understand it, that's when you can really make a difference. If you want to make a difference, or if you want to keep everything just how they are, you don't want things to change, then you can do exercises and train in a way that kind of keeps you at a good level, and it doesn't let you feel like you're getting out of shape. Nick, if you're able to hop up for this one, we're going to be doing a high knee. And the high knee, if for me, I'm going to be doing this sitting down, I'm going to be doing a high elbow. So again, we're just going up and down. We're still just in the world of up and down. We haven't gone side to side. We haven't done anything rotation. And normally we do, but we haven't yet because we're in up and down mode. So Nick, let's just go high knees, go 1. So all I want you to do is, high knee, just go 1, almost like you're marching. Yep, even a little faster. You don't have to hold it up too long. There you go. Just go to 20. 1, 2. There you go, like you're marching. You're good. 4, 5, high knee. 6, high knee. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Nice job. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, nice. Now, Nick, stay up for this next one because the next one I want you to do, I want you to put one hand on the wall and I want you to do like what Alicia has shown us, which is kind of like a backwards kind of kick, but I want you to try to kick up behind you. So there you go. So just bring that foot going up and then drop it on down. There you go. So he's bringing it up from the hamstring. There you go. So this is a hamstring. Look, if you're sitting down, you can try to bring your elbow up behind your body. So it's just bringing it behind. And if you want to, you can extend that arm and you can do the tricep kick. Remember, we don't do this with weight. We do it with our arms sometimes because we want to have that ability to apply pressure and reach back there. So Nick's doing the tricep, or the tricep. I'm doing the tricep kickback. Nick's doing the hamstring curl. Let's go 10 more, Nick. Curling it up 1, curling it up 2. There you go. You're keeping the knee down and you're just bringing the heel up towards your butt. Nice job. Let's go 5 more.
But
4. There you go. Nice. 3. And then we'll switch sides, Nick. 2 and 1. Nice job. I can feel that in the back of my deltoid here, also in my tricep. And there you go. Nick's got it. There's a good spot, bringing it up and down. And now, Nick, if you can, try not to put that foot back on the ground in between reps. See if you can do a hover foot. Bring it down, but not to the ground. So bring it down low. There you go. Moving in slow motion. Look at Nick. He's bringing it down low. Bring it down as low as you can go, Nick, without touching the ground. And then bring it back up. Oh my gosh, that was awesome. Bring it back down. There you go. It's a slow motion lower. Oh, look at it right there, the hover foot. So that's showing that Nick's got a lot of strength and stability coming out of that left leg, and he's working on his right hamstring, everybody. He's also getting that glute going. But again, an up and down from the hamstring. Let's go 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Nick, can you show us just a couple of, you can hold on to the wall again too, just going up on your tippy toes. If I had a desk in front of me, which I do, I could raise my hand up kind of on my fingertips and then kind of push down into the desk. And that's going to give me something similar to like what I want there too. Pushing down, pushing down. There we go. Pushing down. Nice. Again, Nick, nice. Good job. Go 10 more of those. And I'm doing it too, up and down.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Oh my God, feel it. 2 and 1.
Nice job. Oh, Nick, that was awesome. Stick around for the next bit, but let's have a sip of water.
Oh yeah.
That was terrific, everybody. Oh my gosh, it's so hot where I am too. I'm in an upstairs part of my home, and the heat, all the heat rises, and it's warm up here. Carla's talking about using, oh, nice, Carla. So Carla was at the Costco moving some heavy stuff around, and again, when exercising, using those knees to pick things up, that's going to get a lot of muscles firing up for you. So good job, Carla. That was excellent. Nick, let's do one more with the up and down for the legs. And let's see if you can guess it. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but up and down, it involves the legs. All right, there we go. What is that one?
Duck.
What are you doing? Are you doing a jump?
Yeah. And
I
then
love
up
that
and
jump.
down.
Jumping up and down?
Yeah.
I love that. Can you jump up and down? Off the ground. Try it again. Go into a squat. There you go. And then come up real fast. Oh, do that again. Oh, almost. Do it again. Do it again. Just one. It's going to be one move. Squat and oh, look at that, everybody. Nick is jumping in the air. Nick, oh man, that's a big move, man. Jumping, it takes a lot of power, everybody. Power only comes when you're stable and strong, and then your body starts to generate power. Nick, being able to jump off of the ground like that is huge. That's one of the biggest exercise achievements that I've ever seen you make on the live show ever. You just jumped into the air. I saw you come off the ground. You propelled your entire body weight, Nick. That's like 180 pounds or so. You jumped it into the air. Everybody, jumping is awesome. Not everybody can jump, and I understand that. But if you are able to safely and you take the steps like Nick did, getting to the point where you can jump, or if you're using your upper body, getting to where you can throw something heavy, like a medicine ball or something like that. That throw, that power, the power to accelerate an object is a huge part of fitness. And so Nick's doing a little bit of a leg swing there. I like it. That's another up and down, kind of.
And
You can do forward. I mean, you're swinging it up and you're swinging it down. So Nick, the one that I wanted you to do, and yeah, you ended up doing it anyway, was squats. Squats is very up and down. If you think, you know? But you already did the squats. You did the squats with the jump, and so I think that was awesome. There's a couple squats from Nick, and if you're sitting down, I like to do the double elbow with a knee tap. So if I'm not standing up, I'll do a double elbow pump, and then I'll bring it down, going like ball to small. Right? Who else noticed that he's here? Right? Yeah, he is. Yeah, we got VIP up in the house right now. I haven't said anything because I didn't want to have a fan frenzy on our hands. Everybody trying to get Ben's autograph, sending him direct messages and saying what's up. But Ben's in the house, everybody, our original co-host. All right, Nick, let's have a sip of water. Let's go side to side. Let's switch it up.
Yeah.
Let's go side to side, everybody. So everything we just did, I think everything was kind of in an up and down thought process. So now let's go ahead and go with a side to side thinking. And that's going to lead us into a whole different kind of role of exercises. So let's start at the top of our head. Nick's got it already, side to side. So this would be totally a side to side, moving my head over to one side, moving it over to the other, and just getting a little side to side. There you go. Nice. Perfect. Good stuff, everybody. Side to side head movement. Now, what's another kind of side to side? We talked about it earlier. It's what the ear tilt, right? Doing the ear, where we're bringing our ear kind of down to our shoulder, nice and slow, slower than that even, Nick. Yeah, there you go. When you do it slow and you really think about your ear coming down to your shoulder, you're going to get two things out of it. You're going to get your neck's not going to go totally sideways. It's going to come down and forward just a little bit. And you do want that. That's going to help with some range of motion from those muscles. But again, just think about that ear. Nice. Now, what about our shoulders? Our shoulders here, they can't really go side to side, forward and back. That's kind of like a side to side, but you would have to turn our body one way. And we did this was up and down. And so Nick's thinking this is side to side, but that's kind of like rotation. So what about for these purposes? And I think it's kind of true that let's go side to side going this way to where we're going to go with our front side and our back side. And so the shoulders are rolling forward or rolling backwards. And that's, again, kind of similar to side. Now, it's not going to be sideways if I'm facing you, but if I wasn't, this would totally be, again, sideways. Let's go for about 5 more of those. 5. Get those shoulder blades moving. 4. Nice. This is the first time we kind of really thought about the shoulder blades too. And wow, when I think about them, I look at it, boom, I can get my arms so far back, but I have to actually think about the middle of my back. When I wasn't thinking about it, I was going like here. And I feel like when I really think about that muscle, bringing the shoulders back, I can get a little extra movement out of that. I love it. So side to side from the head, side to side from the arms. What about with our arms here? We can. So we can go side to side like this one. And of course, this is going to be what the Padres will be seeing all year long. Is safe always. They're going to win the World Series. And it's going to be the first undefeated baseball season ever. Wow. Has there ever been that? Ben might know. Has there ever been a season where no, never? Of course not. I mean, it could happen. It could, but I wonder what the streak is. How long a team has gone where they just got a lot of these safe, but they didn't get a lot of outs. Let's go 2 more on this side to side with our arms going 1. I'm feeling it
1
in my deltoid.
and 2.
There's more side to side we could do now with our elbow. If you think about it, this is also kind of a side to side, but we're just using the elbows. And so I can kind of go out to the side. I can go inside, outside, side to side. And I'm trying to just use my elbows here. Now, this is also using my bicep and my tricep. I got to get a little funky here. I got a fish tank. I'm poking a fish tank right there. I don't want to hit it. So my fish might be sleeping. They think an earthquake's going on, like up in San Francisco. You can go side to side. Oh my gosh, I can feel this in my deltoids. You feeling it, Nick?
Oh yeah.
Right. All right. What about in the wrists? So now if you're like me, bring your arms in and do an armpit squeeze. Just a little one. And then do your wrist and feel how, Nick, did you feel that relief on your deltoid?
Oh yeah, when I put that.
Right. As opposed to just even having them out here. If you bring them in, you can still do the side to side in the wrist, but now your deltoid, he's got a big best friend in that armpit. So hold that little armpit squeeze, and now I can feel my deltoids are resting. I love that. Let's keep it going. 3, 2, and 1. What about side to side with the core? So we have a couple with those. So Nick's doing 1, and that's just going to be the side to side. We call that the lean. You could also do a ground touch. You could also do a T cup, which is going to involve a little bit of overhead. So a little bit of up, but then also side. So let's do the combo of ground touch, T cup. Let's go for 10. Nick's doing it sitting down. Now he's going to stand up and do it. So Nick, it's a combo. It's ground touch on one hand, T cup on the other. And I'm doing it too. I got one arm going down, one arm going up, and now we started. There's 1. 2. Nice job, Nick. Think about that teacup being a bent elbow too. There it is. 3. Look at what happened when Nick just put his thoughts onto the exercise. 4. Oh my gosh, Nick, that looks so good. Come all the way up though when you do each one. There you go. 5. Nick, that was incredible. That's incredible right there. Look how balanced he is, everybody. You all remember Nick from a few years ago. This guy, look at him. He's like a rock just swinging in the wind. And you know, a rock's not going to get knocked over in the wind. Nick, that was awesome. Look at him again. Wow. So stable. I think that was awesome. You relax for a second. So so is that the next one? So that's rotation.
Oh.
Yep. Yeah, we're going to get to that one. So we did up and downs. We're going side to side right now. And so we had the body going side to side with the combo of the ground touch over. What about the leg going side to side? Now, Nick, this is also going to be one that you might use the wall to hold on to, but there it is right there, everybody. So Nick's lifting his leg out sideways, and you could do this with your arm, or if you're standing up, you could hold on to like a table or a desk or a wall. And so Nick, try not to have that leg go forward. Move a little closer to the wall. Oh, there you go. And now lift the leg up like it's going away from you to the side. There you go. It's tough. And then bring it back in. Keep it in the air. And so a side lift. And now there you go. Now, Nick, the last thing you got to do is try to point those toes at the wall in front of you. There you go. So point the toes at the wall in front of you right there. And then bring it in nice and slow. And then bring it out. Try not to put it back on the ground, just like the other one. And we're going to ask Nick a question. We're going to see if the answer is going to be yes here in a moment. Nick, go for 5 of those where you're thinking about the wall, you're not putting it on the ground, and you're moving it sideways in and out from your body. There you go. There's 1. And then bring it in. Bring them closer. 2. There you go. Bring it out for 2. Out to the side, out to the side. There you go. Bring it in for 3. There you go. Bring them close together. Nice. That's a 3. That's a good one. Bring it in for 4. Out to the side, and then bring it in 1 more for 5. All right, now, Nick, go ahead. That was good. Now, do you, and it's a yes or no, do you feel if you like had a wallet in your pocket, that muscle right there, do you feel that muscle was working a lot?
Yep.
Okay, everybody. So that, and it was, and everybody, that muscle is your, well, there's two muscles. There's a couple muscles there, but you have your gluteus medius. So you have your gluteus maximus and you have your gluteus medius. You're also going to have a piriformis, which is another muscle. And you got your hip flexors, which are going to be another muscle. A lot of muscles are working on that, but everybody think about this. If you have the ability when you are standing up to move your leg out to the side and then bringing it in and not having it go too far in front of the body, you're going to be using those muscles that are right there on the, what would be considered the side of your butt. And everybody here has a side to their butt, and everybody here has those, that glute medius muscle, that piriformis muscle. They have those hip flexor muscles. If your hip flexors are tight, your leg will try to go in front of your body. So Nick, that exercise would be a terrific one for you to practice. The side leg, and what you would want to try to do is not have it go too far forward. It's going to be tough. But if you practice that, you will find you are strong. You will be stronger. You will become stronger. It's one of the keys to strength in the lower body. And you can unlock that door. And you can, I saw it. You jumped earlier, man. You jumped in the air. I'm blown away by that jump. There he goes again. You're doing it. And you know what I like, Nick, is I don't feel like you're afraid of falling down. Are you or no?
No, not anymore.
That's a big deal, everybody. Nick isn't afraid of falling down, so much to the point where he's now allowing his body to throw its own self up into the air. Everybody, that is huge. Nick, I'm going to just clap for you right now, man, because I'm thinking about it. It is huge, everybody, being able to do what Nick has done. Let's have a sip of water, and then let's go into rotation. And then we got Carla with the medicine, with the kettlebell. All right, Carla. Also, Carla, keep those time checks coming. I like it when I know what time it is. It's just good to know. I don't like doing things that are on time limits, but I got more and more of those myself going on. And, you know, time can always be a frustrating thing. And especially when you sometimes don't know what time it is, and then it gets away from you. When you're busy, a lot of times, though, the time is, it goes by quicker, people say. Anybody ever had that feeling when you're active? Yeah, I kind of feel that way too sometimes. All right, everybody, rotation from the head and neck. So what are we thinking about with that? All right, remember, we're not going to go all the way back with our head, but if we just go in the front and we kind of do like we're looking at a circle, again, I'm not leaning my head back. I'm just going right into the front. Nice job. Go maybe 5 one way, and then we'll go 5 the other way. Bringing it down, bringing it left, bringing it up, bringing it right, down, left, up, right, down, left, up, right. That's what we're doing. Down, left, up, right. And let's go one more. And then I'm going to talk about bringing it back again one more time. Nice. All right. Relax for a second. I'm going to turn a little sideways. Next up's kettlebell. Everybody, guess what, Carla? Boom. I got one too. Oh, what do you got, Nick? You got a boom too?
Boom!
Boom! Look at that. We all got kettlebells, everybody. I love it.
Boom!
That's a good gift for the holidays. This is what I was talking about with not letting your head go too far back and make sure I'm sideways. When I'm doing that circle, I'm bringing it down. But then when I go up, I want to keep my head kind of right in here. I don't want to go back here and be going around. And so when you're doing your head circles, think about that, where you're not trying to lean your head back. It's not an up. It's not like the up and down. It's more of like you're looking at a great big Ferris wheel. Like that, like you're looking at a great big Ferris wheel. Sometimes when you're looking straight on the camera, it might look like I'm really tilting my head back on those, but I'm going just a little bit, actually. I wouldn't even say halfway up. All right, what about our shoulders? We got rotation in the shoulders. Oh, I love it. Let's move them around. And it feels so good now, everybody. You know, when you go up and down and then you maybe do side to side and then you get into rotation, by the time you get to rotation, your body is fired up. You're communicating with your muscles. I mean, talk about high speed internet. You know, if you think about your muscles in the internet, who remembers when the internet was on the telephone where you'd actually like have to dial up and it'd be like There's like the machine that made the noise. Some folks don't remember that. I do. And then the internet, what, it got a little quicker and they had like a broadband or something like that, DSL, and it got a little faster. And then all of a sudden they started having like, well, the internet's even faster. We have high speed internet, 5G internet, fiber optic internet. Oh my gosh. And your body's the same way. You can take the connections in your body all the way from an old telephone saying, hey, muscles, can you do what I want you to do? To boom, high speed fiber optics. Before you even think about it, your body's already doing it. And that's what fitness is going to be all about. That's why Nick can jump, because Nick has taken his muscles from an older form of communication to a faster one where the muscles, they know he's okay. They know he's so okay. They'll let him do things they wouldn't let him do before. And all of that communication happens in microseconds. It's incredible, everybody. It's so neat. All right, we got our shoulders moving. Let's get our elbows going. Let's get a little elbow rotation. We got two from the elbows, right? We got the chicken wing style, like a chicken wing fell in the pond and its wings are all wet and it's trying to get them flapping off. There you go. Nice, Nick. Try to keep those hands on the inside if you can with this one. That's a big key with this one. Good job. There you go. Let's go 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, and 1. Of course, with the arms, we can do arm circle rotation. A lot of these all have to do with the shoulders, if you think about it. And so we don't have to do too much with the shoulders, but we are working them out. I went surfing with Joshua yesterday. I got a big shoulder workout. We can go this way. We can go that way. Nice job. Nice job with the rotation. What about at the elbows? Coach Marty's rotation. So rotation at the elbow. Same thing we did before. If your deltoids are getting tired, boom, bring those arms in and go rotation with the arms. My deltoids, I don't feel them at all now. All that work those deltoids are doing, they don't have to do it. And I still get to do my arm rotation from the elbow. Wrist rotation. Boom. Here we go. Wrist in the wrist, in the wrist. Lock those arms in, Nick. So part of what you got to do is lock in the rest of the, you can lock it in that way. Totally. Lock it in to where whether it's holding it out and locking it in or locking it in and really locking it in. Try to keep those arms to where the only thing you got to really focus on is the wrist. And as your deltoids and trapezius and everything gets stronger, they'll be able to hold that arm up for what will seem like indefinite. It won't be, but it'll seem like you can hold those arms up for a very long time. Beeper, who remembers beepers? Let's get our body rotating. So I'm going to start with a body circle at my hips. And we're going to work this body circle all the way up our spine. So as I'm circling, I'm going to start getting smaller and I'm going to start using more of my muscles in my core. So I'm at my belly button right now. I'm coming up and now I'll locked in my belly button. And then I'm coming up and then I'll locked in that rib right there. And then I'm coming up and then I'll lock these in right here. And then I'm coming up and then I'm trying to lock it in right here. I'm trying to bring it around right here. And look, I'm still rotating, but I'm only kind of rotating. I'm going to bring my arms down so I can keep this going.
So, John, remember when you had to use your hotspot in your phone?
Oh my gosh, right? Oh my gosh. Keep it going. And we're almost there. And then, all right, now small rotation. It's tough when you get up into the upper body. You got to let those ribs relax. You got to think about your ribs. Nobody does, but I'll tell you what, they can flex and they can bend. And there we go. I'm starting to get lower down. I'm moving down into this part of my body now. There we go. So again, moving down, going through our thoracic spine, going into our lumbar spine. Who knows about the spine, right? We have our cervical spine, our thoracic spine, and then down at the bottom. And so now I'm all the way down into my hips and I'm into my lumbar spine and my hips. And now my whole body circling around. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Nick, let's go ahead and have you hop up one more time. And this one is going to be for the knee circles. So what I want you to think about with the knee circles is actually, you don't need the wall for this. Go ahead and put your hands on your knees, like bring your feet a little closer together. Okay, right about there. And then now just circle them around in a circle. Circle just the knees, So they're going to go out, they're going to go up. There you go, circling them around. It's going to take a little bit of thinking about it. If you put your hands on your knees, you can kind of circle them around with your hands. And so you're going to move, your whole body's going to be going up and down just a little bit. Keep circling them, bending the knees a little bit, getting down, going to the side with the knees. There you go. Then you're going up. Think about the same thing like with your shoulder circles. There you go. Look at this, everybody. We're watching wiring. This is wiring right in front of our eyes. We're watching the wiring. There you go, Nick. Circling around, down and out, up and in. It's just like the witch's pop. Down and out, up and in, but with the knees. It's a funky move, but I'll tell you what, everybody, it's a good one. Keep those knees going. There you go. Let's go 3 more. 3.
Knee. 2 and 1.
All right. Nice job, everybody. So with the knees, a lot of people think about the knees as if it's just a hinge, like when Nick was showing us those hamstring curls. But the knee can move to the side and to the other side, and it can move back and forward. Not a lot, but it can move enough to where if you can get a nice knee circle going on, you're going to be working out your hips, you're going to be working out your ankles, and you're going to be kind of using your knee as that middleman. All right, Nick's going for a twist reach. Let's go for 2 more, Nick, that are circular, and then Carla's coming up. She's going to bring it on home kettlebell style. Everybody, it will be pretty awesome. I say we go for 20 of these. Let's go, everybody. Rotation. There you go, Tyler. Here we go. Come on, Carl. Get that rotation. Get that twist going. Scott and Lisa, nice job. Lorraine, nice job. Keeping it moving. Ben's in the house. There's Carl. Nice job, man. Excellent job, Carl. He's in the house. He's got it moving and grooving. Carla's moving and grooving. Lorraine's moving and grooving. Oh my gosh, nice job. Scott, don't hit Lisa now. There you go. Keep going. Nice job. Valentina, I bet she's got it moving right there. My mom, Catherine, Brandy, Marilyn. Keep going. Nick, are you counting? I didn't count. You want to start at 20?
Yeah, 20.
There you go.
19. 18. 17. 18. 15.
Misty reach.
14. 13. 12.
There you go, Carl. Good job, bud.
10.
Cross the bottom.
9. 8.
Going across.
7.
Excellent job.
6. You done.
5, 4, 3, 2,
And 1.
oh, nice job. Nice job, Nick. And again, also, you guys heard me talking about Carl. Carl, I saw you, man. Great job. Excellent job. Tyler, Scott, good job. He didn't hit Lisa. Scott, he's moving real good, but he was getting, you know, when you're working out and you have a friend next to you, you always want to make sure that you have good space. And Scott and Lisa do a great job of doing that, especially when we do martial arts, right? Because that's when you don't want to have an accident. All right,
Yeah.
Nick, we got 1 more before we jump over here to Carla Kettlebell. Oh, that'd be a good name for you, Carla Kettlebell. That could be your coach's name for the day. All right, Nick, now add all the moves and all of the movements. What do you think we should do as a final move? A water break? That's a good exercise. Let's do a water break while me and Nick think about this. Nick, let's see if we can do a telepathy. I'm thinking of an exercise, and I'll give you a hint. I have recently said the name of this exercise. You've heard it within the last few moments. Let's see if you got it. And I'm gonna, all right, and hold on. You want me to write it down? Let's see if I can write it down. I'm gonna write down the 2 letters on my hand that stand for what I'm talking about. All right, what is the exercise?
The weighted pot.
Oh, look at that, everybody. It says WP. 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 I put witch's pot on my hand. Nick, that's it, man. We're
Wow, weighted pot. They're
You
good.
just read my mind, everybody. How do you like that? I mean, we're talking out of all the exercises, and Nick got it. Witch's pot. Let's go 10 one way and 10 the other way, and then let's go 10 up and 10 down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. All right, here we go, everybody. 5, 4, 3, 2.
5. We'll need 21.
Start up.
2. 3. 4.
Down and out, up and in.
5.
There you go.
6.
Stirring up. I got a compost
7.
trash can. This is what I got to do.
8.
Stir up the compost now.
9.
We have mulch.
and 10.
All right, switching
Doing
directions.
1, 2,
Nice job, Carla. There you go. She's got it.
3,
Lorraine's got it. Good stuff.
4,
Gerber center.
5,
Yeah, Gerber center.
6, 7,
Nice, keeping it going.
8,
Is Chris Hill's mustache here?
9, and you done.
And 10. We're going up and down. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice job again, Carl. Nice job. And 10. Let's try something out. Carla, tell me how I do. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Yeah.
Did I do good, Carla? I'm working on it, everybody. I gotta learn Spanish before Sophia. Or I'm in big time trouble. Nick, great job to Nick. Everybody, Nick just jumped in the air today. Oh my gosh, everybody. That's a huge
You know what you do? You know to know Spanish? Go to YouTube and teach you Spanish.
I'm gonna start having to
Or
do.
watch TV show in Spanish.
I like that too. We've been watching some nursery rhymes. Nick, I think for next year's strength test, we are going to add the jump. It's already in. It's locked in. 2025, Nick's one of his 5 exercises is going to include jumping.
Oh yeah. Oh
That's an
yeah.
awesome achievement. Carla,
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you knew this, but I didn't
What?
know kettlebell. I didn't know you were bringing kettlebell. I brought my kettlebell too.
Well,
Just-
if you're not okay, for my goals for next year, I hope I get a job for next year. Maybe next year. Cross my fingers.
Nice. Maybe after the holiday season, folks will be hiring up. So,
Yeah, maybe.
well, you know what I always say, try to find a good gym to get a job at a gym because then you get a free membership. Carla, what do you got for us?
We're gonna do up and down.
Up and down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're gonna do push. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're gonna go. What else, John? I forgot.
How about let's do just doing the twist.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Let's do Statue of Liberty.
Yes, I should leave.
All right.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16.
Nice job.
See you tonight at 6.
Great. Absolutely. Yeah. Well, tonight at 6, everybody, is the fitness social. You've probably heard about it. You might not have been there before, but I'll tell you what.
And then we're going to do the vegetable salad.
We're going on 3 years now of fitness social. Carla's going to be showing us and teaching us some vegetables and fruit sign language.
And then what I did in my break, because I was in Zoom classes,
we're going to learn
October and November. I was in there, so what I did, I'll tell you what I did.
Tell us about the break. If anybody wants to share with us about like how their Thanksgiving went, or if they did something special during the holiday, I want to see you tonight. I want you to see it tonight at 6 with Fitness Social 2. I love it. Great stuff. Everybody, let's get ready for that breathing motto. I think Nick's got it because of that jump, everybody. That was incredible. Again, big accomplishment going to Nick. And that's gonna watch everybody. Watch what's gonna happen to Nick with that. He's unlocked something big today. And Nick, what you unlocked is you've unlocked power. And power in the body, it's different than strength, it's different than stability, it's different than endurance, it's different than accuracy, it's different than cardiovascular training. Power is a real thing. And some people think about power like somebody's in charge of something, right? Well, I'm talking about the body generating a large amount of force that can then accelerate an object. So if you're somebody who's standing up and you have the ability to propel your body in the air, that's huge. If you're somebody who's sitting down and you have the ability to propel an object with your arms, so throwing, literally throwing, if you can imagine Nick threw his body into the air. And Nick, that's awesome. And you landed it and you didn't even come close to falling or stumbling or anything. And I'm so proud of you, man. This is a big deal, and I can't wait for next year when jumping is going to be a part of your. I don't know if we're going to see how far you can jump or how high you can jump or how many jumps can you do in 1 minute or some. I don't know, but I'll tell you what, it's going to be awesome, everybody. And I know Nick's going to crush it because he's crushing his goals, and you all are going to get your goals too. So, Nick, let's bring it on home. Let's think about Fitness Social tonight. We'll talk about goals. We got a new year coming up, new things, big changes happening. You ready, Nick?
I wanna be here tonight.
All right. Well, do you have a goal you want to share with us right now?
Yeah, my daughter do work on nutrition. The nutrition is very tough on me.
Okay. So he's going to be
And
working on nutrition.
and
I'll give you some tips that'll help you in the future. We'll come up with something, and you know what we can maybe even do is we could start doing a food journal. Food journaling can be really helpful. And when you keep a journal of your food, it's nice. You can start to go back and you can look at how things made you feel. And you might find that when you eat a certain food that you thought you liked, you always don't really feel that great a few hours later. Food journaling can help you make those correlations. And just like for me, when I go surfing, I don't like to eat a lot of food before. You can learn things like that about yourself. And Nick, we'll talk about some ideas maybe on the next Fitness Social after your strength test.
maybe
Maybe. You want to bring it on home?
yeah. And bye, body to one and breathe in the dirt. Breathe out the bad. Breathe in the happy. And breathe out the sad.
Breathe in your
Breathe in your bed. And breathe out the word. And breathe in your power. Do it every my 2024 dirt book.
yes. Nice job, Nick. Great job to everybody. Again, also Carla, she was here. She was helping us out with that awesome kettlebell workout. And again, great job to Ben, Lorraine, Scott, and Lisa, Tyler, Carl. Great job, Valentina, my mom, Catherine, Marilyn, everybody in the house. I hope to see you tonight. I don't know. Here we go in 5. Nick, 4.
Bye, buddy, 2 and 1.
Bye, everyone. Have a great day.